I love it when you talk dirty.
Which interview do you feel like is your most important interview you ever did, and why?
Man, that's a great question.
You've done a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I asked.
back to back. He was rolling with him.
Yeah.
So most important, I would say, is Andrew Lloyd. That was my most important because of the timing and where I was at in my career with it. So I was buzzing. I was kind of like, it was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, why does he keep pushing people? Like, why does he keep putting these people out? Who are these people? Da 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 da. Then the Ohio Entertainment Awards, shout out to the OEAs. I get nominated for a new media outlet, and from there, I basically make a opportunity to really connect with them and like really have conversations with them. And from there, and I it's weird. I never forget this date. December 9th, we sat down and we did the interview, and I put it out, and it wasn't like, for me, it's never about numbers. It's about the impact.
Yeah, I agree.
What you
I
can
agree
do.
with that shit.
From that day till now, it's probably been 60 people that I've sat down with that's referenced his name without me bringing him up.
Wow.
So that's why it's so important. And I talk to that man every single
lit.
week.
It's my guy.
So it's like, it's really more about the what he was able to not only like educate me on, but it was a stamp at the time, for real. It was like he was at the top. He didn't have to talk to me, look at me, anything. He was at the top of his game. He saw something in me, and I was like,
I gave you an opportunity.
That's
boom,
dope.
and I try to do that for
on.
other people. So somebody do that for me, man, that's huge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I
all
feel
about
that.
giving back,
I
man,
feel
because I feel like that keeps you grounded and keeps you like being humble. It's like a lot of niggas do come in this shit and kind of get big headed and forget their roots and where they came from.
Just get popping and go off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Never look back.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you do gotta look back. You know, one reason can be so you can see who's trying to be like the next you and help them out, or see who you're inspiring, and just to look out for like people who's hating on you, just so they can't stab you in the back. So I feel like you should always be looking over your shoulder no matter what. Do you? So I do want to ask you this. If you feel comfortable talking about it on camera, which interview would you say was your most like difficult interview to do, and what did you learn from it?
It's one of my favorites, though. It's funny. I've talked about this on another podcast recently, actually. I wouldn't say it was my most difficult, but it was my most difficult because I have a certain mentality, and like I had to learn how to humble myself within this because I felt like at some point I was taking it too personal when it was just about the work.
Yeah.
You know, like I had to start taking myself out of it and start putting the work first and be like, nah, you're right. Like if you want it this way, or if let's figure it out. So, and I talked about this. So shout out to No Soda. But he really taught me how to listen to my interviewees and how to get better at my craft and also stand up for myself. So we did an interview the end of last year.
Okay.
And we did the whole interview. It did great. It was great. Amazing. I was like, man, I can't wait for this one. I know it's gonna be a big drop for me. It's going into the new year. I'm trying to gauge where I'm at.
I'm in there.
Right. He DM'd me after I post a clip, like, I don't think I want to drop it. I'm like, wait, what? And I'm already kind of gearing people up.
Yeah, you hyping
and
it
I don't
up.
really play like that. Like, if I gear you up, it's on.
Yeah.
So we go back and forth. He called me, I call him. This is a couple days now.
Damn.
But this is leading into the new year. And it's like, all he's talking is, I just needed to be right for where I'm going in my career. And I said, okay, I respect that. I haven't had this opportunity to have this level of artists where they understand where they want to go yet. So let me take a step back and let me talk to them. Now, again, I always got something in the cut. So if something don't go right, we still rolling. But in those moments, I had to really sit back and just, okay, let's fix this. Okay, let's try to do this. Okay, that still don't work. All right, damn, okay. And then I had to not get mad at him, not get mad at myself, but be like, okay, the timing wasn't right. So we scratched the whole thing, and then we end up dropping, I believe it was April 2nd, 2023. Not 2 weeks later, I hit like 1 million views. So it was like, it was like, it was the timing of it all. It was, it was okay, it was the back and forth. It was the back and forth. It was me understanding, okay, what is... I had to change kind of even how I shot the second one because he wanted a certain way, and I had to respect it. And I felt like out of the respect I have for the artist, that's where the success is coming.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why it was like the most difficult, but it was the most humbling. And that's kind of long.
They know what the people
Damn.
want.
So what's like in the first interview y'all did, was there certain things he said that he didn't want on camera?
Absolutely. There were
Damn.
certain things. I mean, we went for an hour and a half.
Okay.
So
There's
it
a
was
lot.
certain things he said. It was certain looks he didn't like.
I'm so
how
surprised we
close.
haven't dealt with that.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Really, though?
so
Yeah,
it's
because
been...
we get people to say
So this is the thing, like in our email, like I don't know if y'all be seeing about our email, like we get like requests from artists and on Instagram to like come on the show.
Yeah.
For one though, for me, at least for me, like I gotta like the music, so I want to be genuine. Like I don't want you coming on the show and I'm like feel like I'm being fake and I'm like fake interested in, you know, everything about your career. And like if the music touches me in some way, you know, that's step one. Like I'm down for that. But another thing is like, say if like the artist does got like a type of dope following, I think I'm kind of weary about that situation because I'm passionate about like our footage and our show, just how you want to look a certain way. Should I want our show to look a certain way? Like I don't want I want you to fuck up our shit just for your image.
Absolutely.
So it's just like I always tell people before they come on the show, like, hey, like, I hope you know what we about. Like, it's unfiltered. Like, I hope you just don't think you about to come on here and think you just have to act like you holier than thou. And like, no, like, it ain't even about to be that. I just hope like anybody who comes on the show has like a type of understanding like of our essence and what we talk about. Like we talk about serious shit too, but we can get ratchet at times and we can talk about uncensored things. And I just want everybody to be comfortable because I would hate to be like, I'm thinking like you said, it's a fire ass segment. Or we was talking about some wild shit, and I'm ready to put it out. I'm like, oh, you know what, man? I was drunk or high at the time. I don't know about that footage. That would just piss me off, and we probably will be going back and forth, and that would probably make me stray away from like
get some contracts.
Yeah. Well, it taught me because I had issues where I had to scrap whole interviews, and I was like, I'm not doing an interview with them again. Like, that's
because
that's
it's a
waste
waste
of
of
my
time.
time. I didn't put all these people in here, like energy,
money,
like. No, I'm not doing that. But then when that situation happened, and that was somebody of a goal of mine, it was like, nah, you can't do that. You got to work through, even if it takes longer, you got to work through it, and you can't just be getting mad when it don't work. Even if it is your thing, because it is your thing, you are a service of some sort. So serve as best you can. If it doesn't work out, then you can move forward.
I think that's what I got to get better at. Specifically, is like taking my feelings out of it, or like you said, taking it personal. Especially because I always have like a vision how I want things to go, especially on the show when people coming on and things I want to talk about. So it's like even like when we were just shooting it at the house, there's been times when people would come on and their significant other would be there, and I could tell they're not really being themselves because they boyfriend or girlfriend sitting across, and I hate that shit because it's just like I always like whatever guest is about to come on the show, I always try to make a group chat so we kind of get acquainted, and they be talking a certain way in the group chat, and then when they come sit down with us, it's like when the lights come
cute,
on,
keep it cute.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn it, it's a whole nother waste, and I kind of like check out. You know what I'm saying? Mid episode, it's like fuck, I just wasted time and money, like you said. Yeah. So I
shout
definitely
out No
understand.
Soda, man, because we have a really great relationship. Like I talk to him a lot now because that help. I love people who help me grow as a person and don't scold me for being a certain way or not knowing something. Like let me learn.
That's growth.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
Yeah, man. No, that's just super
Who's
dope.
No Soda?
So is that like a local
That was real
Cleveland?
calm.
No Soda. He is a.
It's real chill.
Shout out to Fully Focused. He is one of the pioneers of the Cleveland music scene. He's been around for about 10 years.
Oh shit. Okay.
But he's had in and out of like legal issues. So
okay.
So
That's
but he's
tough.
had some great moments for sure.
Okay.
Shout out to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shout out
No
to
Yeah,
Solo.
shout out. I'm gonna definitely check him out and get him
I've
help.
never.
But yeah,
No,
man.
for real.
But
Yeah.
no,